Ted White, golf course superintendent, Maketewah Country Club. Been here now since 2008, so it's been quite a while now. This is the final and third phase. We've done new short game practice center, redid the driving range, redid our 10th hole. That was all done in phase one. Phase two, we redid all of our green complexes, bunkering, expanded them. Now phase three, we're putting all the fairway bunkering back in, making some significant changes, some of the holes, recontouring fairways, and with recontouring fairways this year, we decided to kill off our fairways and reseed them since the club was going to be closed during the project. We're a 100-year-old club, so we had a lot of different varieties of grasses. Obviously, we're down here in Cincinnati in the transition zone, so we were trying to look to get a better variety of bent that could withstand everything. We had a big influx of Poa trivialis in our fairways, so that was a key to try to get rid of that. And then we decided to go with T1 alpha bent, which we figured would hold up in the heat better down here. Well, a lot of the drainage issues we're taking care of right now, again, same thing, we're a 100-year-old club that didn't have much drainage put in it. So a lot of the stuff we're doing is infrastructure work. Areas where we know we can't get drainage, now we got piping there, so if we want to expand on drainage, we're able to do that. So that's been the biggest thing that we're doing. There is some fairway drainage we've done in areas where we typically hold water, but for the most part, it's all about getting infrastructure work in the golf course so that in the future, we have places to tie into from here on out. We're finally getting some better irrigation. We just had double row on the fairways. The tees have never been touched since the 70s. So now with the irrigation, we're obviously getting whole new tee complexes are being done this year, so the irrigation's going along with that. We're expanding to 5, 6 tee boxes on some holes. And then we're doing triple row on fairways, but we're doing ins and outs, so we'll have total control of fairways, total control of the roughs. 6 green was redone in the 70s. It was put in the corner of the property. We had some tree root issues, small green. It's one of the longest par 4s on the golf course, probably the smallest green on the golf course. So we're pushing it out of the corner a little bit. We're going to expand it from 4,000 square feet to 6,000 square feet. So agronomically, just getting some air movement in there, getting it out of that corner, that's the big motivation for that one, because that was always the most problematic green on the golf course. 8 is an original Donald Ross green that we had, and the severity of the slopes were just getting way too out of control. So the reason for number 8 was basically to take the severity out of it. We did a 3D green scan of it, and I think we tilted it 2% to try to, we're gonna have the same shapes, but a lot more cuppable areas. Number 11, that green was also redone in the 70s, and with green speeds now, it wasn't really done very well. But the big change for it was we've turned number 11 into a drivable par 4, which is going to be a great hole. Same thing, we did a 3D scan of that, tilted it another 2%. So now we have a lot more pinnable positions with fairway going all the way up the left-hand side. Right now, they're finishing up shaping all the bunkering in on 11. Sod's being laid on 11 green right now. Irrigation's going to be going in there. Once irrigation gets in there, we're going to go ahead and reseed that fairway. That's one of the last ones we have yet to do. They're coring out 8 green right now. Brian Silva will be in tomorrow to check to see if that's all good or any changes he wants. Boom, then the mix is going to go back in that green, the drainage, everything, sod going back on in. And then 6 green, they'll get that done. Same time. They'll redo the tees up on 7 since they're all right in that area. And once all that stuff gets done, you'll see them moving pretty rapidly through the golf course, doing the tee complexes, doing the bunkering, because this is the big stuff that's really hitting them right now. With the infrastructure and some of the tree removal, it's going to get a lot better. A lot of the bunkering is going to be a lot more maintenance for us, but I think we're looking forward to that challenge. I think from a visual standpoint, we're going to look fantastic. We're finally putting fairway bunkering back in the golf course that was taken out. A lot of tree removal, opening up the property. We have a lot of land movement. It's just going to enhance how everything looks. And same thing with the irrigation system. We're going to be able to improve on our rough condition and reseeding, and from all those aspects, we got so much more we're going to be able to do. But I think visually the golf course is really going to stand out to you now, and it's bringing the character back into it.